Hi, John Dwyer here, and thank you for coming to the website. I guess if you are here, you're either an owner or a manager of a business and you want to learn how to attract more clients, okay? And I can't blame you, because apparently we're subjected to over 3,000 advertising messages a day at the moment. So therefore there's very, very good reason for trying to find a way to break through that clutter and reach your prospects cost effectively. Fuel discounts. Okay, let me just tell you how powerful they are. There's two big supermarkets in Australia, Woolworths and Coles, and Woolworths have been running their fuel discount program since 1996. So I think that'll tell you just how popular fuel discounts are. Okay, the big supermarkets aren't silly. They wouldn't have been doing this promotional offer for so many years if it wasn't working like crazy. Now here's your opportunity to blitz what the supermarkets have been offering. I don't know whether you're familiar with this, but the ACCC here in Australia capped Woolworths and Coles fuel discounts to 4 cents a litre from January the 1st, 2014. So no longer can Woolworths and Coles offer 10 cents or 15 or 20 cents a litre. They are capped to 4 cents, which means that you can now blitz the supermarket offers by offering 10 cents, 20 cents, 50 cents, up to $1 per litre fuel discounts. And guess what? It's only going to cost you up to 10% of your sale price. Okay. Now how it works is this. I'll go through the two different versions that we have of Fuel for Less in just a moment. There's an ongoing loyalty system which suits retailers and businesses that have a regular small unit sale. And then there's a weekly reward system which suits businesses that might sell a bigger item like a lounge suite or motor car or house or furniture, refrigerator, washing machines, things like that. Okay, now you can read more about the difference between the two schemes down below, but for the moment let me just tell you how Fuel for Less works. You just simply devote 10% of your sale price to a Fuel for Less kitty. It's essentially a 10% discount sale but disguised as a value add offer. Okay, so therefore for every $50 that someone spends with you, they get 10 cents a litre fuel discount up to 50 litres. Now let's do the maths on that. 50 litres multiplied by 10 cents equals $5. Guess what? $5 is 10% of $50. If someone spends $100 with you, then that's two lots of 50. They get 20 cents per litre fuel discount. Now, of course, 20 cents multiplied by 50 litres is $10. Guess what? $10 is 10% of $100. And let's do one more, okay? If they spend $150 with you, then they get 30 cents a litre petrol discount. Why? Because there's three lots of $50 in the 150. So they get three lots of 10 cents per litre petrol discount, which is 30 cents per litre multiplied by the maximum of 50 litres that they can claim. 30 cents by 50 litres equals $15. Guess what? $15 is 10%, just 10% of 150. Now, that means that the cost to you of providing this unbelievable customer incentive, client incentive, is no more than 10% of your sale price. Now, let me ask you this question. If you are a retailer and you were to put a sign outside your shop and it said 10% sale, do you think anyone would be busting your doors down? I don't think so. And that's the beautiful thing about this. It's perception versus reality. The cost of this program to you is no more than 10% of your sale, and yet the perception for your consumers is that it's worth a gazillion dollars, because who's ever heard of petrol discounts of 30, 40, 50 cents a litre, maybe $1 a litre, okay? Now, I've got a few notes. If you don't mind if I refer to my notes just so that I don't forget anything, there's quite a bit to go through. We have this Fuel for Less license available for 6-month periods, okay? So you can invest in a Fuel for Less license for your business for 6 months, okay? Now, there are two different versions of the Fuel for Less program, and you can look down underneath my video here and read through all of that. But essentially, let me just quickly explain to you. There's an ongoing loyalty system, and that suits you if you are a retailer. So if you're a butcher or a news agency or a liquor store or hair salon, it really does suit that industry. Also suits you if you happen to be a lawn mowing business, or maybe you clean swimming pools where you've got regular customers spending a reasonably moderate amount of money with you. But let's just say you are a butcher. Okay, and if Mr. Smith comes in and purchases anything from your store, she produces her Fuel for Less membership card. Now, we give these to you at the start of the promotion, obviously. Now, Mr. Smith actually gives that to you via a barcode on the back of the card. You I shouldn't say zap it, you actually scan it via your iPad or your iPhone. Now, we provide you with the app that you put onto your iPad or iPhone. You just scan her barcode and record the purchase. Let's say it's $16, so you type in $16 for Mrs. Smith. You can see all this via a video further down the page, by the way. And she has $16 that is tabbed against her Fuel for Less account. Okay, so therefore she comes back in 2 days' time and spends $9. Does the same thing again. You get her card, you actually scan her barcode so that you know that it's Mrs. Smith, because that's a individually identified barcode. And then guess what? You record the $9 or whatever it is that she spent, and that goes to her Fuel for Less account. Okay. Now what happens is that she can at any time check her account, because we give her the ability to check that online. And for every $50 that she has in that account, she can go out and get her fuel from anywhere, any petrol station. That's the other great thing. She doesn't have to go to any particular service station. She can go to any petrol station in Australia, keep her receipt, and here's the really, really good part. She brings her receipt with her membership card back to you for her cash rebate. Think about that. Not only have you stimulated her to shop regularly with you, because you're the only butcher in town that has the Fuel for Less program, but also to get her cash rebate, guess where she comes? Back to you. Now, we've had a number of retailers who are running this promotion tell us that, guess what? It's the only time in the world that I've ever come across a promotion where you give somebody $20 and then they give it back to you and buy some more product. Okay, so therefore it won't end up costing most retailers the 10% of the sale price, because in actual fact, when Mrs. Smith comes in and gets her cash rebate, chances are she'll end up giving it back and buying some more product. That's how good this is, okay? They come back to you for their cash rebate. Now, let me tell you about the other version. If you happen to be a business that sells larger priced items such as lounge suites or motor cars or caravans, and the reason I bring up caravans is because we recently have had a client who sells caravans, who has very successfully run the Fuel for Less program. Now, we're talking about caravans, maybe $25,000, $26,000 upwards, and he was able to provide an offer to people interested in caravans of 50 cents a litre off their petrol for an entire year. Now, think about the mathematics of that. Sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? Can you imagine if you were buying a caravan from somewhere and the guy on the left-hand side of the road was just giving away caravans, and the guy on the right-hand side of the road said, well, if you buy a caravan off me, I'll give you 50 cents a litre fuel discount every week for an entire 12 months. Let's do the maths, okay? 50 cents multiplied by 50 litres, because that's the maximum they can claim every week, gives you 50 cents by 50 litres, gives you $25. You multiply the $25 by 52 weeks, and you end up with $1,300, okay? So when it's all said and done, $26,000 caravan, giving away $1,300 is only 5%. So do you think if he had put a sign up outside his caravan retail outlet and it said 5% discount on caravans this month, that he would have had a barrage of customers busting his doors down? I don't think so. But by saying, listen, buy a caravan from us and we'll give you 50 cents fuel discount every week for an entire year, that's 52 weeks, you can imagine the response to that. So can you understand the perception versus reality? It's an unbelievable client attraction that only the supermarkets really have exploited up till now. And here's your opportunity to grab hold of it for your business right now. So have a look at, just scroll down, you'll see that there is a description of both versions. There's the ongoing loyalty version for retailers and other businesses that have regular modest purchases, and then there's the weekly reward system if you sell something of a larger price. The reason I call it weekly reward system is because you give a once gift of a fuel discount over a period of weeks. Okay, so you say, look, here's 25 cents or here's 50 cents per litre discount for an entire year. Okay, so that's why we call it the weekly reward system, because they're getting a weekly reward. Now, let me just tell you that if you're an online business, we haven't forgotten you. The Fuel for Less program works for an online business very simply. Whoever purchases from you, they basically tab up their Fuel for Less expenditure in the same fashion. There's a Fuel for Less account. They just simply are identified by you giving them a password and login details. Okay, so when they want to go into their Fuel for Less account and see how much is in there, so that they know, what sort of fuel discounts they can enjoy, they just give their password and login details to get in and check their account. Now, because they're not coming back to you to collect their cash rebate, they get their cash rebate online. And all they do is that when they get their petrol from any fuel outlet, they save the receipt and they scan that and send it to us. We obviously then can see that they've spent money on fuel, and whatever is eligible for them in terms of a fuel discount, in other words, how much is in their Fuel for Less account, will dictate whether they get 10 cents or 20 cents or 30 cents a litre and so forth. So if you're an online business, it still works very, very well for you. Now, let me tell you, just before I go, the sort of collateral that we give you. It's done for you. You don't have to do hardly anything, okay? Your Fuel for Less membership cards come in this sort of format, and you'll see below why we give you the Fuel for Less cards in a format like this. It's just that if you were to give your customers a smaller Visa size card like that, chances are they wouldn't quite know what to do with it. So we give you a carrier card that you give them so that they can actually read all the details about the promotion. Obviously, they punch out their card and then that's the one they keep in their wallet or purse. We also give you this. We give you a whole bunch of letterbox brochures that you can send out to your trade area. And in this letterbox brochure, you'll notice there's a gap there, and as I open this up, there's gaps everywhere. Now, that's not how it will be printed. That's where you put your details, your merchandise details. So what we've done is that we've actually done all the hard work for you. We've told the consumer all about the promotion there. We've told the consumer inside the brochure what it's all about, and we've just allowed space for you to put your specials or to put any items that you want to with regards to your business in those blank spaces. And on the screen now you'll see that we've identified those blank spaces for you, A, B, C, D. You just fill in those gaps, and then we get the artwork done for you, and you'll see on this particular piece of artwork here a finished version. Okay, so you'll see that really everything's done for you. There's hardly any need for you to lift a finger. It's a join the dots program, and one which I think is probably the most powerful consumer incentive that I've ever seen. Now, we also provide you with a whole bunch of marketing collateral. So again, if you look down the page here, scroll down toward the bottom of the page, and you'll see that we give you access to our swipe file, and that consists of just about everything you could possibly need. Okay, so you've got radio scripts if you're doing radio advertising, if your business is big enough to do that, direct mail letters, brochure layouts or templates I should say, print and newspaper advertising templates, PR as in press releases. It's all there as part of the kit, so therefore we have a huge amount of resources for you to just simply take from our swipe file and use that to promote the fuel program for you. Okay, so it's all sitting there for you. I don't think we could have done anything more to make this an easier program for you just to set and forget. Okay, so let me recap. I think it goes without saying that if Woolworths and Coles have been running fuel discounts since back in the 90s, that's proof enough that fuel discounts are an incredibly attractive incentive for consumers. So I don't think I need to convince you that fuel discounts work. They do, okay? This is your chance, I guess, to make the Woolworths and Coles fuel discount system look pretty paltry, pretty lame. Because of the ACCC ruling that Woolworths and Coles cannot offer any more than 4 cents per litre fuel discount, this is your chance to really stand out from them. They can no longer be the Goliaths that are hurting the Davids, okay? You are going to be the mouse that roared, because if you take this Fuel for Less program and run it in your business, you're going to be able to offer 10 cents, 20 cents, 30 cents, 50 cents, up to $1 per litre fuel discounts. Imagine that as a headline, okay, to your customers. It will be stimulating not only a whole bunch of new people to come to your business, I suspect, but also, as I've explained to you in this video, it stimulates repetitive purchasing. Not just because they're collecting fuel discounts, but also to get their cash rebate, they're coming back to you if you're in the ongoing loyalty program. So look, if you're interested in moving forward with it, click the inquiry buttons on this page and throughout the website, and we'll get back to you very quickly with showing you how you can take out a 6-month license for the Fuel for Less program. All the very best.